In just a moment, but first, let's check in with Eric for your weekend forecast.
Yeah.
This week, you may be pulling out your space heater, and while they get us through the cold, they do come with some risks. Just last week, Pasco County Fire Rescue responded. Planning to head outside and take your pup for a walk at the park. Pet owners need to keep in mind these chilly temperatures impact your pets too. 8 on your side's Alessandra Young joining us now live from the Humane Society of Tampa Bay to talk about how we can protect our pets. And Alessandra, I was just home and I had my dog in the snow and I was wondering how this impacts his paws.
Good morning, Melissa. Yes, that is a great question. And to help answer that question, I'm here with my friend Lon. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Great, thank you. And our anchor Melissa had a question. She just had her dog home and it was snowing back there. So what is a way she can help protect his paws or anyone that is in that situation?
That's a great question. Some dogs like the snow, some dogs don't like the snow. Protecting the paws, they actually do make little booties for dogs in the summertime to keep their paws and pads from burning, because dogs have a higher threshold for pain than humans do. So they don't know their pads are actually burning, but those little booties are great. The dogs really don't know they're wearing them, and it can also be used in the snow. But if you're worried about taking the dog out in the snow, for those people that live in that kind of environment, they do sell artificial turf, squares and stuff like that people can actually set up right outside their door, and they actually know how to use that. So they don't have to actually go in the snow. They can just do their business right there.
Yes, my dog, she's one of them, is about 10 pounds. She is not exactly loving the elements. We could say that. She likes to be indoors and cuddled up. So what are some other tips, some ways people can notice if their animal's uncomfortable or too cold?
Well, if you think about Chihuahuas, they're always shaking. They're either nervous, scared, or they're cold. So if a dog is cold, or a rabbit, which we're currently in our rabbit room right now, which is, don't forget about your exotic animals, a little shaking or trying to burrow themselves underneath the blanket, they're cold. So they need to get that attention, especially the rabbits and stuff like that in the room we're in now. Make sure there's plenty of thick bedding. They like to get underneath there, snuggle in it, and it kind of keeps their body warm, like a thunder shirt would do to a dog. They feel like they're constantly being hugged.
And, something else, since we are in the rabbit room, and obviously dogs and cats we talk about a lot, but we do have these exotic animals that people have as pets. I see the lamp right here. Talk to me about how that's important for Bunny.
Well, heat lamps are really good, especially for like bearded dragons who always need a heat lamp, but it just provides some kind of heat source for them, and it doesn't get super hot, it doesn't spark off or anything like that. It's like a really super bright light, and it puts off a lot of heat that radiates down to their body.
So even though we're in Florida, everybody needs heat, especially as we're getting colder this time of the year.
Yeah, just don't forget about them. Plan ahead. Make sure you have all the proper bedding and blankets ready to go. Break it out of a closet. You need it, they need it. Your heat's coming on. They need the heat just as much as we do.
Thank you so much, Lon. And all right, I'm going to go to the store and get some more sweaters for my pups. But for now, we're live in Tampa. Alessandra Young, 8 on your side.
Thank you, Alessandra. Overnight in Tampa, over 200 concrete trucks helped pour the foundation for the next addition to the city skyline. Once finished, the Pendry residences will Winter Village at Curtis Hickson Park. Organizers tell us there will be extended hours. I court the warning from the ACLU and what this could mean for internet service moving forward. And the fight over immigrant rights in New Orleans as the city continues to deal with the tragedy that unfolded New Year's Day. 14 FCC's net neutrality rules, those rules prevented internet service providers from blocking specific content, slowing it down, or charging more to access it. The court ruled the agency doesn't have undocumented immigrants, but his plan is getting pushback from both sides of the aisle. News Channel 8's Capitol Bureau reporter Mackenzie Laporte is at the State House with this debate.
Senate Bill 90 looks to eliminate a decade-old law that was originally carried across the finish line by Florida's current Lieutenant Governor, Jeanette Nunez. Now, even though the bill passed with bipartisan support in 2014, where does that leave the issue today?
These are people that work hard, study hard, and face challenges and obstacles that many of us in this room will never comprehend.
Everybody has a shot at the dream.
With support from former Governor Rick Scott and leaders on both sides of the aisle, Republican State Senator Randy Fine aims to flip the switch by repealing state law, stating Floridians are struggling to make ends meet. It's not fair to require them to pay $45 million a year for college degrees to those who should not even be here. Fine hopes a colleague will pick up the bill when he already showed support for Dreamers in the past, but gears may be shifting with the Make America Great Again new era. In Tallahassee, Mackenzie Laporte, 8 on your side.
Several local groups are coming together in Madeira Beach this morning for the first community cleanup of 2025, and you can join in too. Teams are meeting at 8 this morning at 3 locations across the beach to pick up trash and other debris. If you want to help Buck Station, and some of the Tampa Bay Bucks players are helping change the lives of 2 single moms in the Bay Area. Brianda Villegas shows us how they reacted to receiving new rides.
Hey, the season of giving is not over yet, and it was definitely a day to remember for these 2 moms at the Advent Health Training Center. They're getting a new set of wheels from the Bucks and a new take on life.
I am just overwhelmed with joy.
It just amazement, like just disbelief, like this is really happening, surreal almost.
It's been really tough for Shalicia and Mary Claire, who was actually living at Metropolitan Ministries for a while.
Getting up at 5 a.m. and I don't even work until 8, but I have to catch the bus just to get my son to school and get myself to work. Reliable transportation has been difficult for these women, but with Metropolitan Ministries, Wheels of Success, and the Bucks. The covers lifted off their new cars.
For us to be able to, come together and decide to, do something like this and being able to, change someone's, life for the better, definitely was a great feeling.
Wow, man, super excited.
Shalicia says she knows this would truly benefit her daughter.
So now we're able to get outside. She's able to get into sports. She's able to live her life.
And Mary Claire says she's thanking the Lord and everyone who made it all possible.
So this is a blessing, and I'm so grateful to everybody involved, and I just pray that nothing but God's will be done in everyone's lives. So thank you all.
And the impact is definitely emotional. It is amazing to see. And just to give you an idea of how many families Wheels of Success have helped out, they've helped about 2,000 families in their 21 years. In Tampa, I'm Brianda Villegas, 8 on your side.
Seeing younger people hitting the high seas, what they're doing to keep that audience coming back. And how often do you need a break from work? A new survey showing how long the average American says they can go before a proper vacation. Cruise ships to spend their vacation. For the first time, millennials and Gen Zers are making up a large portion of those passengers on cruise lines last year, and the industry is working hard to keep them on board. Sam Brock reports.
With passengers ready to set sail in record numbers this year, cruise lines are pulling out all the stops to welcome thrill seekers by the boatload. Norwegian Cruise Line's newest sister ships, Luna and Aqua, redefining onboard entertainment with brand new VR arcades, full-service bars, and the Slide Coaster, the world's first roller coaster water slide hybrid. Companies are making waves with elevated guest experiences. Norwegian adding clay saunas and brand new glow courts where you can shoot hoops or play the ultra-popular pickleball. Other major players in the industry, like Royal Caribbean, pushing the pedal to the metal, introducing an all-inclusive pass to paradise. With all-you-can-eat and drink day trips to the beach, designed for every type of vacationer, more travelers are also taking shorter trips. Companies seeing an uptick in demand for 2 to 3 night getaways. For customers looking for memorable experiences at a fraction of the cost. Plus Carnival, taking passengers to its very own Bahamian private island, Celebration Key, with activities tailored for multi-generational families. In 2024, cruising incorporating fine dining, water parks, even Broadway's The Wizard of Oz. Close to 36 million people took a cruise in 2024, with that number only expected to bump up to 37.1 million in 2025. Millennials and Gen Zers making up more than 40% of those bookings.
So maybe in our parents' generation, they had to wait till retirement to do some of these activities. But in terms of our generation, it's like, let's get it in now.
Last year, we got a front row seat to some ships' iconic new features. Okay, this isn't scary at all. Like when Royal Caribbean introduced their Icon of the Seas to the world, the largest cruise ship on the planet. Plenty more memories to come in the years ahead, as travelers can expect calm seas moving forward.
We're providing memories to people, to families, to groups. That's what's exciting about 2025.
Ever been on a cruise?
No, not yet. You?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I think it's a good thing to do once at least.
Yeah,
Some
I
people
know.
love
I need
it.
to. I mean, I live here. I should do it.
Yeah. I just want to go straight to the beach.
Yeah.
Just be there for 5
without
days.
the cruise.
Yeah. All right, check this out. A new survey revealing the average American says they need a proper vacation every 110 days, or about 16 weeks, or about every 4 months. That's around 3 vacations a year.
They also found that among workers with paid time off, only 18% said they used all of their days. What? What? Use them to lose them. On average, people surveyed said they leave 5.5 days unused.
Some people can
Are they
carry
talking about
them.
sick time?
No, I think most people can carry them
Okay,
over.
so I
We
don't know how much
cannot,
time,
so we
but
use them.
when I lived in Utah, I literally worked Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving every single day for a whole year. I worked 2 jobs, so for 7 years, I worked 7 days a week. I never took a vacation. I wanted to see if I could do it for a whole year.
That was my next question. A
That
whole
was
year?
crazy. A whole year without a day off. Yep.
How'd you feel?
Isn't that crazy? Tired.
Sounded like you needed a
I
vacation.
did. I did.
All right, stay with us. We have another hour of news coming up.